let me just go on record and say no. Most people are not stupid. Let me also share one of the things I say all the time to myself, to people close to me, is I know what the average IQ is. I'm a psychologist. I test people. I've read the research. I understand how tests are constructed. I know how the average person thinks. I know how much information they can process. This is not like a petty, looking down on people kind of video. It's more of a, most people overestimate their abilities. And wouldn't it be nice if you're one of those people and then you're watching my video, you can be like, wait, am I one of those people? Am I a sheep? Is that what I've been doing when I thought I was wolfing it? If you could ask yourself that question and then come to like a realization and then think independently for yourself, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul. I also really like talking about problem solving and critical thinking strategies for folks, because I think it helps you enjoy life more, navigate, the challenges of life better. I want to make a few announcements because, I always forget. Save it for the end. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, leave a comment if you feel like it, share it with somebody who you think this video might help. I am doing Instagram Lives most Tuesdays at 7:30 with Hyacinth Henderson. We talk money and mental health. I'm a psychologist, but I don't really talk about mental health more. I'm contemplating doing, if I want to do more of that, one of my goals this year is for one of my videos to go viral. Not like crazy viral, it's in New Zealand, you know what I mean? But I really am hoping for some traction on one of my videos. If you haven't already, check the description box. I have lots of links, a poetry book that you can purchase. You can check out my Spirit Soul Sense website for some artwork, working on the t-shirt. That's like another goal. And then I'm also seeing one-to-one clients, so you can request a session with me on my cannoneerpsychological.com website. I think that's it. Okay. Oh, no, wait. I am planning to do some lives. I'm thinking Thursday at 7:30. Thursdays at 7:30, I can do some lives. And I'm thinking there will be like extensions of some of my videos I've already done, picking apart them in a different way, focusing on popular culture, some current events that's going on. So yeah, so we'll see. I'll make an announcement. We'll see what's the what with that. I pay attention to the news, right? So not that much, but enough. Like I wasn't paying attention enough to know Biden was going to be in Atlanta, but I pay attention to know something's happening in Russia and Ukraine. Like I know something's happening over there, right? I just know like the highlights. I don't know all the details. But politics are very interesting to me. Identity politics are very interesting to me. The way people decide to navigate the world, labels they give themselves, very interesting to me. So I'm fleshing out some ideas in this video. It's not like a how-to or anything. It's just like, are people stupid? I mean, the people who bought out all the toilet paper in the beginning of the pandemic, were they stupid? I don't think that's stupid. I think that's fearful. So, I just feel like these are variations of sort of the same thing. People are sheep. The vast majority of people are sheep. They do things because they're told to, not because they've really sat with it and thought about it, on either side, right? So if it's like using the vaccine for an example, there are people who will get the vaccine without considering any of the risks. And there are people who will not get the vaccine because even if they've considered the risk, somebody told them not to do it. So people get it because somebody told them what to do. People don't get it because somebody told them not to do it. And then there's like the small minority of people who have their own reasons for doing it or not doing it that are internal and not I'm doing it because somebody else told me to do, right? So being a follower, that's what I mean by being a sheep. Sheep are not thinking independently. They're being told by the shepherd what to do, where to go. They're being directed for, like, there's the green pastures, here's the water. I'm gonna protect you. The sheep are not doing this independently, because if the sheep got away from their leader, their master, they would die. A predator would eat them, or they would starve to death, or die of dehydration. They would die. Okay, so people follow the leaders, and it's just, when I say stupid, it's like, I just know people can't really just get that much data for themselves. It's a lot of work, and we live in this capitalist society. People are working a lot already, so their minds are being consumed with other things. They just don't have it. And so when you have something like what's that guy, Joe Rogan, when you have someone like a Joe Rogan who is a critical thinker, right? I think Joe Rogan considers data before he makes his decisions. Maybe he is considering faulty data, right? Maybe he thinks he has all the information, which is, I think, one of the flaws of people who sort of follow or make bad decisions, thinking you have all the data. You never have all the data. So when you assume things to be true that aren't true, then your basis is already flawed. But like when you have someone like him who's smart, I think a lot of popular people who have been put on pedestals, from and had to do it over years. They worked hard over years to get to where they are. Joe Rogan has been doing media for a very long time. When you get to this level, I think you have to have strategy to have gotten there. And so I think he's smart. He's probably smarter than most. And so people flock to him like sheep. They flock to him. And it's like, what level of responsibility does a public figure have in educating the masses when he has to know people are sheep? You don't get to be where you are sitting up there without an understanding that you need followers, and then how to get the followers, and then how to get them to stay, and then how to monetize. Like, you have to understand people just not the smartest. So with all this information that he has, what is his responsibility to the masses, to the public? Some might say none. The ethics, I have to study a lot of ethics in psychology. The ethics in me is like, you are killing people. You are killing people with your free thinking way of being, airing the decisions that you make in the way you do, when you have an understanding that people are sheep. So it sounds like an unkind thing to do, and it's something that I wouldn't do. And so all the time I think about, my own role in this platform that I have, wanting to empower people to be wolves or shepherds, or people who think for themselves, think critically for themselves, versus being spoon-fed. I want you to, even don't believe all the things that I say. I want you to see if it resonates with you. I want you to see if you can apply it to your life. Don't just do what I or anyone else says. You think about if it fits in your life. I think the outcomes you get in your life, whether it's with your job, people, all those important relationships, you're accomplishing your goals, like those are the outcomes that you base whether the things that you're doing on a regular basis in your life are working or helping you. I understand not wanting to make people sound like infants that can't make their own decisions, but it seems like a lot of people consistently make decisions that are not in their best interest. I mean, all we have to do is look at, some of the young celebrities who are popping on social media to see these people are wrecking their lives. These people are inviting chaos continuously into their lives. They damage themselves and slowly kill themselves in some ways. It's quite sad, but we are humans. And once you reach adulthood, I definitely believe you should be allowed to wreck your own life. So I guess I'm on the fence of people people kind of, but they should be allowed to make their own decisions because they're adults. It's not like they're at the extreme end of, needing constant supervision and care. There's like a very tiny group of people who reach adulthood, but, are still like children inside. I'm not talking about those kind of people. I'm talking about adults who, if they have a diagnosis, it's like a mood disorder or something like a Britney Spears. Britney Spears should be allowed to wreck her own life. She's made all this money. Let this woman wreck her own life if that's what she's going to do. I really think that's in her best interest. So the media, the Fox News, the video I did on Tucker Carlson, they think you're stupid. They think their followers are stupid and follow them blindly. I believe they think that because they understand how human psychology works, how people work, what motivates people. They understand that fear is a great motivator for people. And over here on my channel, I want love to be the motivator. I want people to understand that the way your life is right now, if you don't like it, doesn't have to be the way your life ends up or the way your life stays. We always have agency and choice to make decisions to improve our situation. You have to first believe that before you can make the changes to do that, but you can do it. Like you really can do it. And so I'm rooting for you. I'm also rooting for everybody at Earth School. I'm just like, yo, it's wild. It's wild. The pandemic has had us in low vibration for such a long time. The decisions that certain counties have made, certain states have made, are going to have really terrible ramifications for a long time. It's going to be rough for a long time. And what are you going to do to shield yourself from all this negativity coming from the outside? Because it's wild, and people are constantly telling you what you should be doing with your life. And I'm encouraging you to reflect, sit with yourself, make your own list, decide what's best for you and your family, and then stick with it. Or change your mind if new information comes up. People also act like you can't change your mind. Like, make the best decisions for you, but really use those critical thinking skills. Ask yourself lots of questions about what it is that you want, what it is that you're going to do, and how you're going to accomplish it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and share this video if you think it may help someone. Thank you for watching.